Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is having a nice Tuesday. Is the day it is, right? Yeah. Um, there's no great way to start off with something that I feel like I got to talk about today. It's just kind of brutal, and I apologize that we're starting on this note, but there's no real good time or way to get through this sort of news. Our community has experienced a loss recently, and I found out about it today. Um, Twitch, Kingdom Hearts, my community, and the streamers community, unfortunately, has been dealt a pretty devastating blow. Neurotic Noodles, I don't know if some of you are maybe familiar. We had raided her a couple of times. She had raided us. I was not, you know, in like one-on-one communication with her at any point, but she passed away, unfortunately, on the 9th, and I found out about 4 or 5 hours ago. Here's her channel here. She was just like the sweetest, and it's just so brutal. And I apologize. I haven't had to verbalize it yet, so I'm a bit inelegant, and I've just kind of been stuck thinking about it since I found out. But I think a couple months ago I was looking for smaller streamers to kind of follow who are going through Kingdom Hearts, so I'd have more people to raid. And I came across her. She was going through the series for the first time, and we ended up raiding her, I think, while we were going through KH2, and she was actually going through it herself for the first time. And when we showed up, she was just so excited and appreciative, and she just had so many kind words to say, and it had such an impact on her, and in turn her reaction had such an impact on me, and it just made me kind of reflective of how people are able to connect so much with the stuff that I do. And from what I saw, we would rate each other a couple of times back and forth after that. And from what I saw, she was just such a nice person. She would, always make sure that everybody felt comfortable in her stream. And she was always, I always empathized with her kind of tendency to, really make sure things were running smoothly. And she would always apologize when either things were starting late or she, had something going, like technical difficulties or whatever. I always commiserated with her on that. And it's just really reminds you, and it reminds me at least of the fragility of everything. Because as you can see, she was so young, and she left behind a 5-year-old son, and that just is so devastating. And I was able to hop into her Discord today when I found out about it, and if and when I find out if there's going to be any kind of like GoFundMe or anything, I'll definitely let you all know. I'll have that on my social media and everything. But it's just such a blow to our little Kingdom Hearts family here on the internet, and there's no smooth or elegant way to go from something like this to playing games and having fun, and not to like speak for her or presume anything, but I would think that she would want us to continue to have fun and move on and do all this cool and fun stuff in her memory. And when I say be safe, be kind, be courteous at the end of all these streams, I think Noodles just exemplified being kind and courteous to people. Literally every single interaction. She was one of the people who was there when I was fighting Lingering Will for 14 hours on Critical Level 1. She was there at the end when I got it done. She was there for the whole last stretch into the early hours of the morning. And all I can say is that it's such a loss, and I can only extend my condolences to her family. I can't even imagine. And I just felt I owed it to everybody who may have been along for any of those raids or may have been aware of her channel to let you all know about that. So just if you can do a small random act of kindness in the coming days in her memory. I think that's a good way until we can maybe get some sort of way to financially support. I just wanted to let you all know about that. Okay. Yeah, again, there's no good way to move on from that, but I figured, we just want to get that rip the band-aid off on that and move on to our usual fare here. So we'll try to still, it's going to be very difficult and a bit of a change of pace and tone, but we do have a game to play here. We're going to be here, and we're gonna do our thing, and it's going to be fun. At least I hope so. We got some Kahoot by Ramsam today. It's all about KH1 level design, and I hope you all enjoy it. I love KH1 level design, so I'm very excited to give this a shot. And I apologize if I missed anything during all of that, but Ventus the Diagram, thank you for the 8 months there. Thank you. And Blue Juice Sparrow, thank you for gifting a sub to Ramsam, who made us this lovely quiz today. Thank you so much. I think, yeah, we'll let this go. Obviously, we had to get through that unfortunate news for a bit there, but we'll give it a, maybe to like 6:13 or 14 or so, and then we'll get started. That was tougher to get through than I thought it would be. I kind of practiced what I was going to say in my head, and none of it came out the way I thought it would, so there's no real good way to do it. But I'm just going to see if we can get some names here. We got Drink the Jungle Wine and Daisy. We got Woody for Pity, Everkey, Just James, Vincent's here, Kingdom's Oracle, the Chaos Queen, Burning Mandala, Delta Frappuccino, First Time for Them, GG9, Bellow Q, Ribbonfly, Ventus Rocks, Right by the Gas Station, Tutu Runner, Unta Pup, Keep Token, Ramsam, of course, Timberlord, Russian Mafia Man, No Frowning, No Sad Face, Elbow Juice, Jedi Trenton, Frosty, I got a Pet the Presto, and I got a sub from Betrayed Tangy. I'm sorry about the betrayal. Hopefully you'll be able to recover. Thank you for the sub there. I also have another Pet the Presto from the Mafia Man. Pet. Kingdom Tilly. Let's see. The Fruitoon, the Great Fruitoon, Pokemon Calvin, CB Trippin, Bobcat, Jon Snow, Golden Okami. Sorry about the cough still. Nachos and Chi-Chi, Oracle. I'm not sure if I got these people yet. Jumpman Superior, Owls, Barnabas, Daybreak. Bum, 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 bum. Can you hear the, we have a little bit of tunes going. There we go. Bring that up a bit. Bum, 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 bum. Whew. Is it cheating if I play or if Ramsam plays? Because it's probably both, to be honest. I haven't looked at the questions, but I will be playing. So, yeah, I mean, listen, if I'm going to pick one thing that I love about KH1, the level design is going to be like top 5 things, Ramsam will not be playing. But the answer is yes to both. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. We'll give it a couple more. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. When do I cheat in Among Us? I just be good, though. What's up, Pedro? I just be good at Among Us. I can't help it. We had some patron game night last night. I was hit or miss, I think. I wasn't, I had my wins and my losses. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Kahoot integrity is very important to me. Anytime I'm aware of any questions ahead of time, I will not participate in those questions. I will hug the Presto, yeah. Yeah, I think cheating in Among Us is only like if you stream and someone's looking at your stream. But otherwise, like, unless you have like hacks, I don't know how you would cheat. I guess if you were talking in the middle of the game, you could cheat by doing that. Trash Prime with the Donald Duck sub. Thank you for the 3 months, Trash Prime 69. Appreciate that. Yeah, I can't help being sussy. Yeah, so the thing with that, God Vodka, is there's too much of a delay between my stream and people putting the code in. So, like, you have to get, like, really almost lucky with getting... Because the code actually cycles every 7 seconds. So, I can't, unfortunately, do that. If I was, like, in person with all of you, God willing, one day we'll have a regular PatCon. That's true, Daybreak, but, I I still lost that round, I think. The one that I gaslit everybody into thinking that it was Vincent, I still lost in the end. But I did get Vincent killed instead of me, so. But I think the key is to not put Kahoot in the Twitch title, because if you go on Twitch, you can just type in whatever game, and then if you type in Kahoot, you'll see everybody doing a Kahoot, and that makes it so they can find you to bot you. So we've learned that lesson. Keynote pointed that out to me. Cough is really bad today, so I apologize for that in advance. Regular PatCon sounds really tiny. Well, it would be, I mean, but you don't have to point it out. You don't have to point and laugh at it. Yeah, $1,000 per ticket. Code is in the top. Kahoot.it. I'll give it one more minute, and then we'll get started on this. I actually have to get in myself here. Boom, 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 boom. The good luck cough. I don't know, maybe I ate something today or yesterday that's like really causing me some esophageal frightenings, but the hotels, they're all Motel 6s. Actually, Motels 1 through 5 is all we could afford. Everkey, ta-da! Thanks for the 10 money. Everkey says, I don't watch Noodles too much, but I was here for the raids and popped into her. I gotta go back up here. Popped into her streams when I had free time. She was a great spirit and exemplified everything that's great about streaming and the KH communities. Rest in peace, Noodles. Yes. Yes, I can only co-sign that. Everything that I ever saw of her, she was always so bright and positive. You know, and it's, again, all you can say is that it's such a blow, and it's not fair, and it sucks, and, you know, we have to carry on all those good vibes in her memory, you know? Thank you for the 100 bits, Lucario. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We got a hype train. Pretty cool. All right, it's 6:13. We're going to get started. So sorry, Vexy. We've got 83 people in this Kahoot here. I got to punch in my code still, so I'll give you a couple extra seconds, and then we'll get rolling. Hopefully I checked all of the right boxes. Let's see. 958 6930. And I have a Pet the Presto from Backblast, and I also have Pokemon Calvin with the sub. Thank you. It's not in my feed yet, but I saw it. I believe you, so thank you. Appreciate that. And I'm Pat, in case you missed it. That's my name. Cool. All right, here we go. We're starting up, and if you're just getting in, you can still put the code in. It'll be in the bottom right. You go to Kahoot.it. It's all about KH1 World/level design. Here we go, Bean. All right, we're starting. Okay. Number 1. How many entry points to the hotel does the Traverse Town alleyway have? Oh no, the thing's not showing. Alright, I fucked it up. We'll get through this one and then we'll restart it, I guess. Should we restart, or can you see it if you look at my stream and then look at the... Yeah, I know. It's just shapes. Fuck. Well, I got it right, so it was 2. I believe it's the red room and the green room you can go in through. Okay, let's restart. I apologize. Just as I said, did I check all the boxes? Apparently not. So, do I go back here? Exit? No, let me grab the link from RomSom. I apologize about that, folks. That happens from time to time. RomSom. Well, if anybody didn't have a chance, here's your chance to do your dance. It's the Kahoot Jam. All right. Don't look at these. Don't look. Play as guest. Wait, how do can I not? Oh, well, I host from the settings panel. Okay. I have to do it from, it's different now. That's why I didn't do it, because it didn't let me. Randomized order of questions, answers, show questions and answers. Why would that not be on by default? Fuck. Okay, that's why I didn't get to do it, because usually there's a whole screen. Like, I saw the answers. I didn't see the answers, but I saw the questions, and I was like, oh, because usually after you click join as guest, it gives you the settings, but now it's like its own little bar on the left here. So, okay. That's bizarre. Let's try that. Sorry again, folks. Clearly 1 year is not enough. Zisius, thank you for the follow. Oh yeah, today's my 1 year. I mean, yesterday was my 1 year, but today is also my 1 year anniversary, technically. It's the closest, to, you know. Yeah, it's the 14th was the actual day. Today's my closest stream day, so I posted my 1 year highlights, you know, funniest, coolest, cringiest moments of 2021 on YouTube yesterday, so you can go check that out. It's probably going to be stuff that most of you folks have already seen, but, you know, there's some fun stuff in there you might have missed. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me for a year here. I really appreciate it. And Frosty, thank you for gifting your 284th gift sub to JR, or is it Junior Alex? Maybe that's what it is. Junior Alex. Thank you so much, Frosty. But yeah, it's crazy to think that I've been doing this for a year now. It's been such a fun part of my week, 3 times a week, you know, and I look forward to it every time, and it's just fun to get to talk to everybody, and I was going to say in person, but that's not true. Hamburger Splash, you know, in text, in real time, more so. So, yeah, just thanks. We grew up so fast, yeah. I still have all these mess-ups and difficulties, but, you know, we're not done growing. And I will get to reapply for partner tomorrow, hopefully. Well, I will do it. Hopefully they'll say yes. That's the goal. And then I just have to wait 7 business days. And unfortunately, there's a holiday during that, so it's really like 8. It's really like 10 days. I'll have to wait. But yeah. All right, we got 88 people, and now I think that was even more than when we first got started. So good, great. All right, now we're gonna go again. Here we go. Let's see. Sora obtains surprise from the mayor in this room in Halloween Tune. Moonlight Hill, Boneyard, Guillotine Square, or a Graveyard. This is when you do the... Well, I don't want to say any more because it'll spoil it. I gotta read the typos. You know I have to. Fuck! I was between the Boneyard and... So there's like 3 different fucking... synonyms for, like, there's the boneyard, there's the graveyard, and there's a cemetery, and I was like, okay, is the graveyard the one that you have to, like, where there are the gargoyles on the things, and you have to go into the coffin, and then that leads to the boneyard. So yeah, that's the first one is the graveyard. You go into the boneyard, and that leads into the Curly Hill, or Moonlight Hill, and then there's another door that leads to the cemetery, I believe. And that is just bullshit. I was between boneyard and graveyard, so that'll happen, yeah. Okay. Yeah, what can you do? Oh, I'm going to get a full screen here. I apologize. All right, there we go. We got Midnight Roar, So Sorry Vexy, Burning Mandala, Blue Jew V2, and Pooh Bear, and I'm in 88th. That'll happen when you get the first one wrong. Number 2. Which of the following worlds does not contain a torn page? No torn page in... Is it Atlantics, Neverland, Halloween Town, or Agrabah? Think, think, think. Oh, bother. Yeah. Feel pretty confident on this one. I think I could tell you where all of them are as well. Yeah, it is Neverland. Atlantica has no puppies, but it does have a torn page in Ariel's grotto. It's one of the things on her coral shelves in there. Halloween Town, there's one in the lab on the bookshelf, and in Agrabah, I want to say it's in the dark chamber. One of the chambers down there. I want to say it's the one where the save point is, which would be the dark chamber. But yeah, Neverland doesn't have any. Last one you can get would be in Halloween Town, at least if you're going by the traditional world order. There you go. And now I'm in 21st. Okay. We got Midnight Roar, we got So Sorry Vexy, Xehanorto, Elbow Juice, and Mr. King Jacob. Number 3. Apart from the Dark Depths, temporarily, this is the only direct point of entrance to the Grand Hall in Hollow Bastion. The only direct point of entrance to the Grand Hall. Lift Stop, Great Crest, Castle Chapel, or High Tower. So, as you can see, Dark Depths is up there. That's how you get into this room one way. What's the other way to get in here? I definitely got this. Yeah, it is the lift stop. So you have the High Tower High Tower and Great Crest are like outdoor rooms. They are like, you have to pass through them like when you're riding the big elevator. I'm doing this as if that helps you figure out where you're going. But you get to the Castle Chapel through going through those 2 rooms, and that's where you fight Plain Maleficent. And then there's the door that breaks, and it reveals an entrance to the lift stop. You go through there, and then there's like, it's like 2 layers. You can fall off, actually. You just got to go across a little bit, and then it puts you right into the Grand Hall. And now I'm in 9th. I have not heard of that. That sounds made up. Here we go. Let's see. We got So Sorry Vexy. We got Elbow Juice. Owned Lamer. Totally owned you, Lamers. We got Mr. King Jacob. And we got Zzz. Okay. Number 4. Which room in Hollow Bastion cannot be accessed directly via the entrance hall? Cannot be accessed directly via the entrance hall. Base level, lift stop, library, or castle gates? I had to, like, unpack the question in my brain. Yeah, you think I haven't been around the block on those kind of things, Trippin'? Yeah, it's base level. Base level is where, if you go into one of the bubbles at Rising Falls, that takes you into base level. So you enter the entrance hall through the castle gates, that's the outdoor room, and then from entrance hall, you can go into the library in the top left on the, like, second floor after you go up the big stairs, or the lift stop, which is what you have to get the emblems for to open that up. Now I'm in 4th. Boom. Yo, Peppermint Cutie, never lose the Jabib. Thank you so much for the 5 months there. Thank you, Peppermint Cutie. I'm in 4th. Ahead of me is Mr. King Jacob, owned Lamers, so sorry, Vexy, and below me is Elbow Juice. Here we go, number 5. How does Sora get to the room where Wendy is imprisoned in Neverland? Is it activating a yellow trinity in the secret room, following Riku out of the captain's cabin after defeating Anti-Sora, opening the hatch on the floor in the captain's cabin, or climbing through a hole in the grate in the galley? Neverland famously does not name all of its rooms, so this is kind of tricky. But yes, it's... Oh, I got it wrong. I thought it was the hole in the grate. That's what I said. Oh, right, because... So after you fight Anti-Sora, Riku goes out onto the deck, and then the hatch... Yeah, the hatch leads down to where Wendy is. I think you get the cutscene where you see Wendy by going through the hole in the grate, but that's not actually where she is, I think. Something like that. But the red trinity, or the red one with the yellow trinity, that's obviously not mandatory because you don't need the yellow trinity to go through the story. That's how you get the arrow upgrade from the ship hold. That's like on the left door when you climb up the ladder out of the hole there. All right, I'm back down in 9th. She was in the great room. There you go. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we got the humble Oscar. They got Mr. King Jacob, Owned Lamer, Bubbo, and Darkness Within D. There you go. Number 6. What is the final step to clearing the entrance to the lamp chamber and the Cave of Wonders? Calling Abu to unlock a secret passage in the dark chamber, pushing the boulder off the ledge in the hall, using a trinity mark in the treasure room, or knocking down the pillar in the hidden room. I think I got this, but I've been surprised before. Let's see. Yeah, I was pretty confident on that. I think that's the only thing you really have to do to get to the lamp chamber. Do you ever have to use Abu? Like, it might be mandatory one time in one of the chambers, but you definitely never have to push anything off. I mean, you can do it to get items when you're like pushing the big block off the ledge into the dark rooms. But that's not mandatory to get to the lamp chamber, and the Trinity Mark and the treasure room is just for random items and money. So you have to call Abu at least once there. Okay, there you go. But yeah, the last thing you do in that order of operations is definitely knocking down that pillar, and then you get the cutscene of Jafar in the lamp chamber with Genie, and I think that's when he reveals the keyhole. All right, I'm in 6th. I am 122 behind Lucario Wu, and above him is Mr. King Jacob, Darkness Within D, Bubbo, and the humble Oscar. Number 7. In which of these areas does Sabor never appear? The tunnel, the bamboo thicket, the camp, or the cliff? There he/she is being super inviting when Sora arrives. You know it's not the treehouse because there they are right there. Yeah, I feel pretty good on this. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, it is the tunnel. The tunnel is a very small... I'd be terrified if Sabor showed up in the tunnel because you would have no room. I don't know. Disney says she. I think the Kingdom Hearts Journal says he. So it's kind of like a running gag. But yeah, the tunnel is where the save point is right before Jungle Slider. Bamboo Thicket is where the final Sabor fight happens. The camp, she can show up in like as a random encounter. You never have to fight her there. And the cliff, she also can show up there. And she can show up in the treehouse, which she obviously does for the first time. You can actually go back there and she'll show up again. And she can like put a hole in the floor, which is like something that you could miss if you never go back to the treehouse while that spawn is active. So pretty cool. I think that's all of the rooms, right? Because never in Hippo's Lagoon, none of the Vines area is not in climbing trees. So yeah, I think that's all 4 of the areas she can appear in. And the humble Oscar, thank you for the follow there. Look at that. Get on the leaderboard. Give me the follow. Appreciate that. We got Lucario Wu now in 4th, and I am in 6th. Number 8. Talk to this character a few times, and they'll tell you how to access the sunken ship in Atlantica. Talk to this character a few times. Is it Sebastian, Flounder, Ariel, or King Triton? I think I got it. Because I feel like I talked about this before in a video. Delta Frappuccino, thank you for the follow. Unless I'm misremembering. Okay, yeah. I was like, because I think the dolphin in Atlantica is like one of the worst progression barrier things in KH1. Like when people complain about not knowing where to go, like that's something where I'll be like, yeah, that's fair. But you can talk to Flounder and he'll tell you like, oh, there's the dolphin, but the dolphin doesn't like being around when there's Heartless. So it's like hinting that you need to like get rid of them and then grab onto the dolphin. Flounder you can talk to in Ariel's Grotto. That's where you can talk to him about that. Ariel, I don't think you can ever talk to in the field unless you've already beaten the story, maybe, because I know you can swap her into your party manually in the grotto, but good on everybody for not picking her. And then King Triton does give you information about Ursula's cauldron, but not about the sunken ship. If you talk to him, he'll tell you more about how Ursula fights with the cauldron in her first boss fight. And then Sebastian, I don't know how often, if ever, you can talk to him outside of like the mandatory stuff, but he'll like help you press the button after the shark fight in the sunken ship room to access the Den of Tides. CB Monk, thank you for gifting your 13th Funny Cage number sub to Delta Frappuccino. Thank you, CP Monk. Appreciate that. All right, we're moving on here. I'm back in fourth. We got Bubbo, we got Lucario, we got Xehanordo, me, and Elbow Juice. Cool. This is number 9. There are 3 locks that must be released in Agrabah. The third and final one unlocks the entrance to the desert, the bazaar, the alley, the palace gates, or Arabian Waka's heart. Hey, what's happening? Come on. What's up, Carly? Yeah, I think I got this. I'm pretty sure I know the order of operations, but this is like ripped from a TV. Yeah, the palace gates. So you need to get into the bazaar. That's where the black fungus can spawn. That's like the one in the corner of the of Main Street. There's a lock there, and then you'll like go back up and see the scene of Genie being like, "Oh, it's been 1,000 years. Where have I last heard about the keyhole? Oh, March." And then that's when you have to unlock the thing into the palace gates, and then you jump down, and Jafar does his little speech. Yeah, there you go. He seems unfamiliar because he's only there for after your first visit to Agrabah, and then if you leave, he'll never appear again. It's a weird little thing that KH1 does sometimes. No movement there on the leaderboard. I think we all got that one. Pretty cool. Number 10. This is the only direct access point to the treehouse in Deep Jungle. Treetop, that was my thinking face. Tunnel, Vines 2, or Climbing Trees. I think I got it. I think I got it. Maybe? I always think he's dabbing when he's going to cough. I can start, like, putting some flair on it. Yeah, Climbing Trees. Okay, I was between Treetop and Climbing Trees. So Climbing Trees is where there's the evil fruit that's hanging in the tree during the Jane being kidnapped portion. So that's where Climbing Trees is. Treetop is the big circular room with the Green Trinity in the middle. Tunnel is the aforementioned place with the save point before the jungle slider. And Vines 2 is just one of the Vines minigame rooms. But yeah, the only way you can access Treehouse is through Climbing Trees. You can access a bunch of other rooms by jumping off of the netting in certain places from the Treehouse, but it's not a two-way thing. So there you go. And I am now in first. Woo! Elbow Juice, Bean, Buffoon, and Bubbo. Look at all these bees. And hey, Humble Oscar, thank you for subbing there. Appreciate that. Even though we knocked you off the leaderboard. Look at that. That's so nice. So graceful. Thank you. When you understand Deep Jungle is when you reach enlightenment. That's right. Pat is first. So cringe. Yeah. Oh no, Bubbo's streak. You can always bring it back. There's still time. How many of the 4 pieces of evidence are located in the Lotus Forest? 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think I know. I think. We'll see. Two. Yeah. There is the one right when you come in. You turn right. There's a little like alcove of like foresty leaf, tree, grass things. There's a box right there next to the Blue Trinity. There's another one where you have to make a jump in like the back of the room. There's like 2 lily pads. There's the pink box on one of those. And then the other 2, I believe, are just in the bazaar room. Different variations of it. Well, one drops you down onto the stove, or there's one, and then you have to like jump across from the faucet onto the shelf thing to get the other one. So there you go. Yes. We got me, Elbow Juice, Bean, Xanordo, and Lucario. And I got a six answer streak. Number 12. How many orbs must be destroyed in the Oogies Manor boss fight? Fuck. 5, 6, 7, or 8. So we just have to destroy these things. I always forget. Anytime you've watched me play this on stream, I'm like, is it this many or is it this many? It's 7. That wasn't even in my... I thought it was 5 or 6. 7? I thought it was like you it's 3 that you can break safely, and then you have to break another 3 after that. That's crazy. Well, I was not even close on that. I thought it was 5 or 6. I don't even remember what I guessed. It's Sven. Goblin is the best. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, of course it's 7. I can't really change it from just chatting because there is no like Twitch Kahoot thing, so I feel like this is the closest category that we have, unfortunately. There is a game called Kahoots, but that's not what we're doing here. Oh wait, no, there is a Kahoot now. Look at that. Well, but then if I do the category, then people will be able to find me and rate us. I think we're good now though, because what if I lock it? Can I still lock it? Let me see. I don't think I can still lock it, so I'm gonna leave it on just chatting. Well, whatever. I mean, fuck it. If people show up, they show up. I think if I have the category available, I should do it. I could have sworn I checked like last week and they didn't have a Kahoot category, but no, because I don't want. If you advertise Kahoot, then it makes it very easy for people to show up and flood it with bots. Oh wait. Oh, you're right. Duh. I didn't even realize. Thank you, Cartoon Buffoon. Yeah, there you go. All right. So yeah, we have the category changed. Yeah. All right, number 13. Oh shit, I'm not ready. This area in Traverse Town has a postcard that can be obtained by hitting a ceiling fan. Oh, easy money. The Gizmo Shop, the Accessory Shop, the Green Room, or the Item Shop. And Peter Leah 000 or Peter Leah. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, I'm just so large that Twitch has added the new Kahoot category. That's right. Massive, large Pat. And this was easy. Yeah, it's the Item Shop. That's where Huey, Dewey, and Louie sell stuff. Accessory Shop is where Sid is. Green Room is one of the rooms in the hotel. Gizmo Shop is in the 2nd district. I believe only the Gizmo Shop is the only other room with postcards. I think Accessory Shop, there's I think there's one in the Synthesis Shop if you examine the poster. And the Green Room, I think you can like hit the clock for a mithril, but no postcard. So yeah, there you go. Boom. Let's see. I'm still in 2nd. We got Bean at the top, Lucario, Uwu, Mr. King Jacob, and Elbow Juice. Number 14. The final chamber before reaching the bowels in Monstro is 3, 4, 5, or 6. Feel pretty good on that. I think I had a question about this, kind of similar to this one. That's a recon screenshot right there. Yeah, it is chamber 4. You start off in 1 naturally. You can move on to 3 or 2, I think. And then 4 is an empty one with just a save point. That's where you meet up with Riku again after you first see him in chamber 1, and then he runs in after Pinocchio. Unless you've already passed the threshold where Riku doesn't appear, then you just walk in, you hear Pinocchio scream, and then you follow him. And chamber 5 and 6 are kind of bigger and more spread out with a bunch of like platforms and barrels and stuff. So there you go. No movement on the leaderboard there. We got number 15. How many room cores must be defeated in World of Chaos? 1, 2, 3, or 4. I feel like I know this. If it's a different answer, I'm going to be very picky about it from what I picked. Room cores as in the, like, well, too late to explain it now, I guess. Yeah, it's 3. So by room core, and this is like the official name of it, or at least that's what it's listed as in the strategy guide. It's where you like have to fight all of the one type of Heartless, and then you have to like beat the weird sinewy strand thing. and you like free your party members through doing that. So it starts off with the shadows by yourself, and then you're with just Goofy, and you're fighting dark balls, and then it's all three of you against a bunch of invisibles. They're always like the pitch black rooms. And you have to fight all those Heartless. And then there's like the main core, which is like the big bulbous thing with the face at the core of the World of Chaos, but that's like a different thing. There you go. All right, I am in first again. Lucario Wu, Mr. King Jacob, Bean, and Elbow Juice. And we got number 16. Which of the following rooms does the party not visit in World Terminus? I had to think about that. The Bazaar, the Rabbit Hole, the Calm Depths, or the Third District. I almost picked the wrong one. Unless I was right in the first place. I don't know. I took a little while on that, though. Yeah, it's the Bazaar. So each World Terminus entrance to one of the Disney worlds, or any of the worlds, I guess, has you in like one room from that world. So Wonderlands is the Rabbit Hole. Olympus, the Traverse Towns is the Third District. Olympus is the Castle Gates. Deep Jungle is the Bamboo Thicket. Agrabah, you get all of the, like, it's like Main Street, but also the Palace Gates and the, where do you start off? The Plaza. So it's actually like, it's like during the Pot Centipede fight where it's like all open. So you can go from the Plaza all the way up to the Palace Gates. Atlantica's is indeed the Calm Depths. I almost clicked that one. Monster doesn't get one because of no keyhole. Halloween Town gets the Torture Chamber. Neverland gets like a lot of the ship, actually. Like there's a bunch of different areas in Neverland. And then 100 Acre Wood gets the Meadow. And you get the new Hollow Bastion lab area for the Hollow Bastion one. There you go. We got me, Mr. King Jacob, Lucario Wu, Elbow Juice, and the Humble Oscar. Number 17. This is the only provision that can be found in the secret place in Destiny Islands. Oh, easy. Rope, log, coconut, or mushroom. And Kyrie's speaking in Japanese. Yeah, this one's free. Free! Free! I gotta use this time to cough. I should have dabbed. There you go. Thanks, Romsom. Appreciate it. Yeah, look at that. 70 people got mushroom. Yeah, that's where you have to get the mushroom in there to trigger the Ansem and the brown cloak scene. You got 2 logs on the seashore, 1 on the beach, 1 on the island. You got the coconuts you can get by hitting the trees, and the rope is in the it's where you fight Titus, or where you talk to Titus to fight him on the like big elevated deck part where you do the dive to the heart questions. There you go. And then the other mushrooms are, the one is next to the like fucking, what's the thing where you climb up the thing, the zipline tower, and then another one is behind the rock next to Kyrie. All right, no movement there. Number 18. This character will reveal that Oogie Boogie is hiding behind a green door if you talk to them enough. Fuck. God damn it. Lock, shock, barrel, or the bathtub. I was like, I know that they're gonna do this, and it's gonna be one of these fuckers. I know it's not 2 of them, actually, I want to say. Did I get it? No, I said lock. I was between lock and shock because you can't talk to the bathtub. Bathtub will not have a good conversation with you. Barrel will tell you, oh, there's a secret lever. Oh, wait, I didn't say anything about a lever that you got to hit. And then I was like, well, I doubt that they would give Barrel both things to say. So I was like, lock or shock? And I was like, well, shock is always like, oh, you 2 idiots. So I was thinking maybe she wouldn't give away where Oogie Boogie is hiding. So I gave it to lock. But yeah, it was shock, apparently. There you go. Let's see. We got a Hamburger Splash now in 4th. Okay. Number 19. Which of the following is not a way to collect an emblem piece necessary to progress in Hollow Bastion? Which is not a way. Smashing the vases on the upper level of the entrance hall, casting fire on the candles in the entrance hall, activating a red trinity, or placing a Mama Volume 3 in the bookshelf. I feel pretty good on this. Yeah, it's the book. Because all the emblem pieces you get are confined to the entrance hall, so that would be in the library where you would do that. What's the other one? There's you smash the vases, you do the red trinity, cast the fire. Oh, and you push the statue, so that's the other actual one. There you go. Easy peasy. We got Hamburger Splash in second, me in first still. We got Lucario in third, making a comeback here in fourth, and the Humble Oscar in fifth. All right, number 20, final stretch here. In Atlantica, what must Sora and crew do before being able to ride the dolphin in the sunken ship? Find the Crystal Trident to ride the dolphin in the Undersea Valley, defeat all the Heartless in the Undersea Valley, or talk to Flounder. I always forget what the names of the rooms are and what they mean. Yeah. So this is kind of a tricky one, right? Because you find the Crystal Trident in the sunken ship, so that's not going to be it. You have to get on the dolphin to get there, and that's where the Crystal Trident is. You never have to talk to Flounder. That's always optional. So you don't have to defeat all of the Heartless in the Undersea Valley. You just have to defeat enough that lets you grab onto the dolphin. So you have to make it so that your command menu is blue and not red, so you can grab on. So you can just you can actually defeat no Heartless and just get lucky with grabbing the dolphin in a place where there's no combat active. So tricky one there, but yeah, the answer would be the blue one. Alrighty. Me, Lucario Wu, Mr. King Jacob, Bean, and Hamburger Splash. Number 21. If lost in Monstro, following these Heartless will take you towards the bowels. Easy money, I already know it. Search Ghost, Yellow Opera, Green Requiem, or Parasite Cage. I talked about this on Reddit recently, actually. I did cover this in a video, yeah. Well, I'll explain what this means. So, all the chambers, right? You can see they all glow, right? And they're usually blue, I think, but the way to progress glows green, and there are actually green requiems will spawn above those entrances that lead you into the bowels where the Parasite Cage is. If you talk to Geppetto enough times in the mouth, he will tell you that the green Heartless will lure you deeper into Monstro, so they give you a little bit of a progression hint there. But yeah, the Search Ghosts and the Yellow Operas, they just kind of appear at will, at random. But the Green Requiems will always spawn above the room that leads you to progress, which is pretty cool. And the Parasite Cage is the boss, obviously. Alright, me, Lucario, Bean, Hamburger Splash, and Buffoon. Let's see, number 22. How many entry points to the hotel does the Traverse Town alleyway have? This is a memory test. Is it none, 1, 2, or 3? This is the first question we had before we had to restart the quiz. I did get it, so I did not have to throw this one. God, it is pretty tough today. I feel like every other sentence, I feel like it's welling up. Yeah, it's 2. Good on everybody who remembered. You got the red room and the green room. You cannot access it because the other entry points, you get the first district and then you jump over the boxes. That leads into the alleyway. The alleyway goes into the second district. It can go into the secret waterway. It can go to the Dalmatian's house. And then on the balcony level, you can get into the 2 hotel rooms. Pretty cool. 2. That's right. That is indeed true. All right, me, Lucario, Bean, Buffoon, and Hamburger Splash. Number 23. Casting Thunder on the wires in the 3rd district allows for additional exploration in... Boom. The Gizmo Shop, the 2nd district, the 3rd district, or the alleyway. Boom, boom. Yep, it's the Gizmo Shop. Once you cast Thunder on the wires, you will be able to ride the moving platforms up to the kind of 2nd layer of that, and then you can stomp on all the switches to get you some additional postcards when you examine the clock at the bottom. So, yep, there you go. Alright, no movement except for Hamburger Splash, moving up to 4th, and I believe this is our final question? No, 2 questions, sorry. Which color trinity is not present in Olympus Coliseum? Boom. Is it yellow, red, white, or blue? Easy. Easy peasy. Kind of confusing when all these color names are on the wrong color. All of them are. Yeah, it is red. Red is the charging one, so there's nothing in Olympus that you can all bash your heads into for goodies. There are 2 blue ones that's the Trinity Jump, where you spawn chests on either side of the main entrance into the lobby. There's a white one in the middle that gives you a Donald's Violetta staff, I want to say. There's a green one at the leaderboards. I want to say it's like a mithril or something like that. And then there's, of course, the yellow one in the lobby, which you push to seal the keyhole. But yeah, no red ones in Olympus. Red Trinity, charge it to Cloud. That's right. There's a Red Trinity on Cloud. You have to charge in him to kill him. All right, no movement on the board there. We got our final question, number 25. How many different configurations of the Bazaar Room are there? 3, 4, 5, or 6. Fuck. I don't know if I got this. I think I did. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if I... Okay, I got it. I was between 3 and 4. Obviously, there's the upside right side up one. You have the one where you have the candles that you can light to progress. You have the one with the stove as the like main platforming fixture, and then you have like the kind of more out of the way secret one with the painting that you can go into and the teddy bear that you can bully. So there you go. That's 4. I don't blame anybody who picked 3 because that last one I described is pretty out of the way. All right, folks. Looks like it went pretty well for your boy. So let's see. Number 3 in bronze, 19 out of 25. The humble Oscar. Congrats, Oscar. Number 2, silver for Lucario Wu, 21 out of 25. And also 21 out of 25 for your boy, regular Pat. Boo! And 4th for Cartoon Buffoon and 5th for Bean. Very good showing, everybody. Congratulations. And Hiroki Torimizu, thank you for the follow. Pat, who's he? Who's that loser? That cringe lord. Let's see what we got here. 48% correct. That's our highest in a while, I would say. 6 difficult questions. The dolphin one, where you obtain surprise, which is the pumpkin minigame. I forgot to say. It's where you have to, or it's like the gravestone thing where you talk to the mayor. He's like, all right, the ghosts are going to appear. You got to remember where they are. And then the pumpkin explodes. And that's where you get surprise, whatever that is. The World Terminus room, the Wendy room one, I got that one wrong. The Oogie Boogie telling you about one of the characters telling you about the green door, I got that one wrong. And then the direct access to the treehouse in Deep Jungle. There you go. All right, folks, pretty fun. Thank you for stopping by for some Kahoot, but we're not done yet. We got some BBS to play. Like now? There you go. Let me get that set up. I gotta get my mixer. Oh, we got Pink Armor Terra in the mix. Let me just end this recording and we can get over to BBS.